So past couple days, I just went to a Grow with Video live event, and I had the chance to listen and hear one of my favorite content creators and favorite businessmen, Alex Hormozi, speak. So I'm here with my buddy Kings. Kings is another real estate investor out in LA.
That's right.
Crushing it, content, crushing it with investing. And we both got to attend together, so we're gonna be sharing just thoughts on the genius of Alex Hormozi.
That's right.
So you got anything to say about the channel? To the people of my channel?
To the people.
Before we start?
I just want to make it very clear. And he knows what I'm going to say. I want to make it very clear. This man was running from me this morning to play basketball. I said all week, I said, hey, Justin, I'm leaving at this time. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do this so we can go play some basketball. And no, all of a sudden he's like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to go shower. Blah, blah, blah. All these excuses. And that's the one message I have for you guys.
Yeah, no, I'll run Kings. And if you want to see that, just comment down below for the next future video. And if you're new to the channel, my name's Justin, you're wrong. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur here in Las Vegas. Made hundreds of videos teaching people about real estate, and the goal of the channel is to help you grow your money and mindset. Also, if you want to see more personal content, follow me on Instagram at Justin You're Wrong.
All right, so first of all, with Alex Hormozi, what do you think about his physique? Like, what do you think? You're into business, you're into fitness. You know, if you're probably seeing him for the first time and you don't know who he is,
right?
You probably look at him and be like, whoa, like, who's this monstrous looking dude?
Dude, the first time I ever came across him, it was not any of the short videos, and it was YouTube. And the first time I saw him, so if you don't know Alex Hormozi, there's gonna be a picture on the screen, but he's this jacked, like, lumberjack looking dude. Yeah. And I saw him, I was like, why is there a lumberjack on my feed on YouTube? But it's like business. Well, let me click it, let me see what it is. Yeah. The first video I watched, I don't even know what it was, but I remember I got so much value from it. And I was like, ooh, I gotta sub to this guy. It was before the audience was big. So yeah, that's the physique. Jacked. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think like his whole brand or how he made a lot of his money was just like in the business and fitness world, right?
Right.
I think like improving the businesses of sales company or improving the businesses of gym companies and whatnot. And so yeah, like I guess when you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk too. Yep. And you walk the walk there.
Absolutely.
Because he's like, not only is he like super jacked, but he's actually like super lean too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he eats desserts every day, he says, or whatever. And I believe it too. I believe like, you know, he actually kind of he's actually always talking about like, hey, you know, you should be able to eat ice cream every day and all these things. I think he just does like portions though. He has to just do like small. There's no way. The way he talks about his food and everything, he kind of talks about it like, oh, I'm like eating like I'm eating like everything all the time.
It's just like a ridiculous amount of protein.
Yeah.
And some dessert too.
That's right.
You know, actually, the time I got leanest, like it was like a 30-day, like I was already getting lean, but I was like, let me see what it takes to go bodybuilding lean like that. And I most bland foods every day, but I also like at the end of the day, it was like one scoop of ice cream, like one spoon.
Yeah.
Not a scoop, like one spoon. I was like, oh, it's the best thing ever. I got the leanest I've ever gotten, so I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and even me too. I'm like cutting right now and whatnot, but I'm like still eating my sweets. You know, I'm still eating my what is it? What am I still eating? I'm still eating my little vanilla ice cream, my little Kit Kats. You know.
Yeah. Hershey Kisses last night.
Yes, I'm guilty. Yes. Yeah. Right after I had eaten my Chipotle bowl, I may have had a few drinks and
a few. It was like
a few drinks. You know, I was offered a shot, and I said, okay, yeah, you know. And one thing led to another, and I was eating a whole bunch of Hershey Kisses last night. I don't even really remember, but yeah. I don't know if I ever talked about. I was going to be in the video or not. I don't know if I ever talked about being drunk on camera. I probably have, but fuck it.
There we go. That's what it was. So what did you learn like from Hormozi at that event? Alex Hormozi at the Grow with Video live event. What was like a takeaway that you could implement that the people watching could take away?
Quick question, can I swear on this channel? Like,
yeah.
All right. Very simply, really what the biggest takeaway was just do more shit. You know, like on social media, it's really easy to talk about what you want to do, things that you've learned from other people, and the things that you want to do. But like, if you're able to talk about what you have done, you're going to be able to sell yourself a lot more easily. You're going to be able to connect with people a lot more genuinely and whatnot. And so that was like the biggest kind of thing that I really learned. Like, talk about a lot of things that you've done, and if you just haven't done a lot of things, then do more shit.
Right. No, that was huge, man. Because like the whole point of the conference was like how to grow with video, and he specifically spoke on how he grew with video. And the thing that I got from it was like the fact that a lot of people trying to grow on social media are telling, and especially in the education space, are telling people like how to do stuff before they've done the stuff. And it doesn't it doesn't work because people see right through it, you know? They see if someone's actually done stuff.
Or it'll work a little bit, but not to the extent of, you know, if you have done it yourself.
Yes.
Oh, you know, astronomical results.
100%. Because, like, for example, like, I guarantee you, like, no, my channel's a lot about real estate investing. And, you know, I've done, like, a handful of deals. Still under 20, though. Over 10, under 20.
Yeah.
But the person who's done 500 and they make a video, instantly more credibility.
Absolutely.
So, like, he talks about, like, just do more first. To get, like, the credibility. And if you've done it, like, what I took away, man, is, like, because the handful of deals that I have done, the takeaway for me was, like, okay, like, I need to showcase that stuff as much as humanly possible to, like, really establish the credibility. Like,
That's right.
Credibility comes from teaching, but it's also, like, just showing, like, the proof of, like, no, like, look, like, this is just what I did it. Like,
absolutely.
So that was huge for me.
Yeah, for sure. And so, like, and the guy's a genius. If you know anything about him, he went from like 0 to a net worth of over $100 million, and he's like 32. You know, he was a valedictorian at his school at University of Pennsylvania.
Right.
Ivy League school and everything and whatnot. It was like literally, I guess, the smartest kid in his class. And then just started, you know, took businesses from, you know, he would 10x the results of whatever business he's working on, and he made a lot of money. And so he's only done that in 10 years, in his first 10 years of business. Imagine where he'll be in another 10 years of business and all these people, you know. So I really think he's going to be like one of those kind of Bezos kind of, like, I don't know if he's going to be like the Elon Musk or something, but that's kind of how I see it at this rate.
Right.
You know?
No, I think the big thing, another big thing I got is, like, when people do stuff and when they actually teach on social media, people try to tell, like, here's how you should do this. Here's how to do exactly this.
Yeah.
But he's like, you got to shift the framework of, like, no, like, here's what I did. Like, it worked for me. Like, if it works for you, cool. If not, whatever. But here's what I did. It worked. And you do that, it's like people can't deny it. Like, as soon as you say, like, here's what you should do, people are like, no, F you. Like,
that's right.
Yeah, but if you say, here's what I did, no one can say anything. It's
you can't.
You just did it.
You can't. And it just, you know, you come off significantly more credible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even poke holes in anything like that, you know? And so the viewer, you know, it erases any kind of skepticism that they may have had at that time, you know?
So, yeah. That was helpful.
For sure. That was like the big takeaway that I got. I'm sure what else? Like, I mean, as far as like whether it's growing on socials or a lot of the other stuff, I mean, I kind of, if you know, like Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule, I liked how he came in the presentation. He did what he was supposed to do. He worked diligently through the first half of the presentation, saying like, all right, guys, like, you know, this is like, I'd make a video here, repurpose it, blah, 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 all the technical stuff. And then once he got that out of the way, I actually loved how he was like, so I said all that because, like, you know, we're at this GrowCon, whatever, you guys would ask anyways, and so I did what I had to do, so here, there should be no questions about that. Here are the actual gems. Here's why I actually think that I grew. And he didn't talk about any of the details or any of those kind of
no technical things like how thumbnails were. It was just like psychology.
Yeah, you know. And those are my, you know, we had this conversation, those are my favorite kind of presentations of the day. And so when he came and he spoke about that, I love how he came and he really emphasized the do more work. If you don't have the results that you have right now, you're probably just not that good. Like, you know. That's
what I love too. So like, this guy's an insane businessman.
Yeah.
And when he says, like, you know, if you're not making as much money as you want, you're probably not as good as you think you are. And I was like, that's real.
It's real.
It's so real.
And that forces you to take yourself out, you know, to, you know, look from the outside and look at yourself objectively and be like, hey, what do I have to do? You know? And it's so, quite frankly, it's okay that you suck right now. You're gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing. It's like, yo, you suck right now. You're not making money. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's like, yo, you're not making money. You're not good on camera. You're not selling whatever. That's good. Like, it's fine. Like, embrace it. Yo, you suck right now. What do you have to do to be good? Figure that out, and you know.
No, the thing I realized after his talk, man, is like, if you don't have that insane credibility, like if you haven't done the hundreds of deals of real estate and you're trying to teach people that, you'll still be fine, but realize it'll take longer. The people who have the established credibility, like the Graham Stephan, the Ryan Pineda, the Meet Kevin, Alex Hormozi, they grew super fast because of the initial credibility of like, dude, I'm a millionaire already. Like, done hundreds of deals, I've done millions of sales. It's like people listen to that and they're attracted to that so much more. And it's the perception thing of like marketing. You know, it's like a lot of the initial videos of people are like, oh, like, here's how I became a millionaire. It's like, oh, boom, like, I'll listen to that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And that was like, that's pretty much it. Like, it ties into the, you know, we talked about like Seth Godin in that book. The book, This is Marketing, and Purple Cow.
Yeah.
I haven't read Purple Cow yet, but This is Marketing. It's marketing books from a marketing master, right? And the key word that he talked about in the biggest book, he said, if you don't take anything else from this book, just take away this. That marketing is all about perception. And it's one thing to, so, you know, for example, if you want to say you want to achieve the perception of a real estate expert or an amazing dancer or a great basketball player or whatever, who has a better chance of, you know, which person has the better chance of showing you that perception, right? That elite perception. Is it maybe somebody who's talking about it and telling you how to do something, or somebody who's coming off and saying like, hey, this is how I did this? Already, yeah, both of them can, you know, you can look at both and say, oh, both these people are pretty knowledgeable, but that other guy is always going to win, you know?
Exactly. I think that's enough bulk for a video, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good, actually. That was solid.
Yeah, man.
I think people will love that.
And this is one lyric. This is one lyric that I have from Future, right? Okay. And the lyric is like, you do what you want when you're popping. And I say that because look at the way that man was dressed. They came in like the tank top, a little lumberjack kind of shirt. Had the shorts,
right?
All that stuff. 10, 20 years ago, you couldn't have even, you know, thought about this type of stuff. But like that, I even liked too. His whole kind of like that whole image and that persona of just like being like, hey, like, I don't really care about all other crap. And then even taking it further to come off with like that kind of lumberjack image. Yeah. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of silly. And I know he's aware of that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he looks at that and he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, do whatever the hell I want.
Right.
And he's got the stash and everything and the beard. Like that's what I'm talking about.
That's actually something that I learned, but he didn't teach. It's just like observations.
Yeah.
So the dude, he's very like, you know, swole. He's wearing like flannel, lumberjack look, massive beard, massive dude. And it's like the fact that like he did kind of mention it. He said that, you know, like if I could do it and looking like this, like whatever, like anyone could do it. Like so you don't have to fit a certain mold to be successful in any area in business or content. Like you can be fully yourself. Like me, like I'm starting to realize like who I am, like fully, especially seeing on camera. Because I'll see you on camera, and it's like it's a completely different energy. Yeah. Because it's just like that's who you are. Then you show who you are, but like you can be authentically yourself, and that's what I got from him too. But he didn't touch on it. You observe it
for sure.
So there you have it. That's the conversation. That's what the lessons learned from the GOAT, Alex Hormozi.
That's right.
And absolutely insane event. I encourage you to go to events and meet and be around people that you want to be like, because that's how you really grow. Like you got to be around the people who are above you essentially and like doing what you want to do. And so this event, it was amazing, amazing, amazing. Hormozi gave like one of the best, like one of the most nuggets that I took away.
Probably one of the best nuggets I've ever taken at an event. Really.
And it's so different seeing in person versus like hearing in person directly, like you're the audience talking to you. It's different. So
especially when you have the context when we're speaking specifically on growing, you know, something that is a pain point for everyone or everyone that was in attendance. Like how do we grow more? And he came and just talk directly about it. So that was
exactly. So hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, make sure you follow Kings. I'll have his links for his YouTube and his Instagram down in the description below. Awesome dude. You'll be seeing more of him for sure. Especially you'll be seeing me breaking him some ankles.
Oh, come on.
When we play basketball. Also, if you want help to grow your real estate business, whether you're brand new, you already got deals in your belt, go to the link in the description below, fill out the form, and someone from the team will reach out to you. Peace.